All right, so here's the pride of Simpsonville, South Carolina, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Twice he has challenged for UFC gold. Prevailing wisdom is if he can win this fight here tonight, he'll be back on that short list of contenders.
You look at Stephen Thompson and you almost feel like you'll see him at a church choir more than you'll see him in the octagon. He looks so innocent. But when you're in there, you are in there with an absolute killer. Stephen Thompson has an ability to slide out of range as you enter and counter you really, really quick. He counters like a viper. He's so fast with his counterattacks. That right hand is unbelievable, and he fights in that traditional karate stance, which makes it difficult to try and piece the puzzle together when you're in front of the Wonderboy.
Stephen Thompson, the man many of these fight fans have come out to see here tonight. All right, so here is Dustin Poirier making the walk for yet another big UFC spot here tonight. UFC 236 was his coming out party, DC. He ended Max Holloway's 13-fight winning streak, and in a near-perfect performance in a lot of respects, was able to realize a UFC interim lightweight title.
They say diamonds are forever, and so is Dustin Poirier. It seems like he's been here the whole time. We've seen this young man grow up in the UFC. We saw him at 145 pounds have a ton of success, but we've truly seen him come into his own as he's going up to lightweight. He's become a UFC interim champion, and he's beaten guys like Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, and Max Holloway. One of the best fighters at 155 is Dustin Poirier.
And with Dustin Poirier and Daniel Cormier, safe to say that Lafayette, Louisiana has made a pretty good UFC footprint over the last few years. Dustin Poirier back on the proving ground here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He was the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here is Dustin Poirier as we get ready to go with round one. He says he's doing less sparring at this stage of his UFC career, and that figures to pay dividends here tonight. He is trying to stay more defensively responsible. Easier said than done when you have as many offensive gifts as Dustin Poirier brings to the table.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
Active here in the clinch, and he lands a big shot to the head.
Another shot to the head.
Tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Thompson.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
Thompson able to stay upright.
Holy smokes.
Oh, nice judo toss for him there. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Poirier. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Nice transition. You've got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow. Then...
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Wonderboy getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spend a lot of energy on the ground. These guys are going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity. Wonderboy looks big, he looks strong, physically ready to fight.
Punch to the body is blocked. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Straight to the body by Poirier.
Right back in the clinch. Look for the backhand to get very active.
All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Oh, wow. How about the roundhouse kick? That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, that's big. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Oh, he is hurting for certain.
Great job last round. Same thing this round. Your ground control is unbelievable. I've never seen somebody with such control down there.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
All right, DC, round 2 is upon us. Dustin Poirier, as is Stephen Thompson. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position.
Punch over the top.
Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. He passes to half guard.
Thompson's pass attempt denied.
Now he's going full mount.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Wonderboy gets back up.
Oh, look at that right hand there.
Oh, he's got the single collar locked in the clinch now. Oh, and he is getting tagged repeatedly. Nice combination of strikes up top.
Oh, beautiful combination up top. I don't understand why the guy is not moving his head. Get your head moving, son. He's back in the clinch. Let's see what he does now.
So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Nice uppercut. Under 2 minutes to go. Nice punch there by Poirier. This fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Big right hand.
Fight back! Fight back!
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Oh, nice jab there by Thompson. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Again, going back to the jab, just out of range.
Massive knee to the body land.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie. Locked in tight.
Round 3 next. Heading back to the corner now, and However, deliberately, Poirier's bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
All right, so another round is now underway. Pretty good action over the previous 10 minutes. Your thoughts on what we might see?
Both of the guys really picking up on the action, putting their foot on the gas, and really starting to drive it home as we approach the end of the fight. And we're still evenly matched, and the fight has been so close.
Oh, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Oh, roundhouse kick style points on that one. Hook in the clinch there is good by Dustin Poirier. Takedown defense is there.
He's got that single collar tie locked in.
Thompson's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight.
Nice spinning back fist there.
Oh, he might get finished here. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Poirier's got a pretty deep bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. His opponent has done a lot of work in that region tonight. Another looping right hand there that Thompson's able to check. With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3.
Right down.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. That was a massive high kick. Got to the clinch, controlled the posture, and lands some big knees from in close.
Man, looks like he's trying to set records here, landing all of these strikes. He is aggressive to a fault, and really has been all night long as he continues to pour it on. Got to be careful here, though, not to gas out. Under a minute now to go. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Beautifully placed there by Thompson.
He's sticking him over and over again. He's got his head popping back. Over and over, this guy's getting hit right in his face. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your side. He's got to change something.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. All right, so the former interim lightweight champ, Dustin Poirier, in a good striking flow here tonight, DC. That left hand nearly puts him out.
Nearly puts him out, and you can't take many of them. Dustin's so big and physically strong for 155. I can't believe he's to fight at featherweight. He looks like he could never have made that weight. He's found his home at lightweight, and you see the damage he can inflict with one strike.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Nice combination by Thompson. both sides. Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. This is how you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go. And now some separation. Thompson's now dealing with a cheek cut.
Cannot take too many of those.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Poirier. So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there. That lands. Well, at this point, he's got to be way up on the judges' scorecards, clearly winning the fight, and largely has gotten it done with his striking team.
He got it done with his strike. He fought well behind the jab, but it was the significant strikes that really did make an impact on the judges' mind.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Big right hook coming, it's blocked. So the collar tie here. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Spinning back fist! Oh! Oh, that's gonna soften him up. Massive knee to the body. Outstanding round, and another 5 minutes coming up. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Fifth and final round.
Great block. He can barely stand. Look at him yank the head and land that beautiful punch.
That strike over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change, make him think you're going lower. That beautiful overhand, great punch.
Wow, strong roundhouse kick there. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you gotta credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Fight back! Fight back!
Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target.
Clean punch.
Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse, and he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
All right, well, it's late in the fight. Time is of the essence, and when you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh, yeah, no more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock him out. One way or the other, you're going to lose. You can lose by decision or you can lose by knockout. But at least when you go for the knockout, you give yourself a chance to try to find your shot.
Oh, left hook to the head and blocked. Oh, how about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble chin.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that. He's trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that that position by Thompson.
Just gotta be careful here.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in a fight.
Oh, big shots here.
Beautiful transition.
Oh, the ground and pound is there.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistent.
Oh, there's the final one. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 50-45, and 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
All right, you just heard